guys! Now, in today's video, I wanted to start off by saying thank you. I've been getting a lot of really positive feedback recently just about my Stranger Things and It videos, and just like a lot of my videos in general too, but mostly those ones obviously. And it makes me really happy. And it makes me really happy that a lot of you guys are like, thank you for saying this, someone's finally saying it, and stuff like that, because, I want to talk about things that not necessarily everyone online is talking about. I think that's what everyone wants to do. So, the It fandom right now is pretty much only talking about Jack Dylan Grazer smoking weed or Finn Wolfhard's new movie, The Turning, which is pretty boring. What do I want to do It related? Because I've made my Ready video and I really enjoyed filming that, like, so much. And I wanted to do something else because I love talking about It. It is my favorite. I've seen it 7.5 times now. I saw half of it today. I am pretty much done the book, but I really need to get back on reading that. I have just stopped. And then I saw a video by, one second, I'm forgetting her username. I watched a video by Jenny Nicholson, who does really great and really funny like videos about Star Wars and My Little Pony, which I love, and other fandoms, and they're really fun and they're just good videos and I like her. So she did one video about The Last Jedi, and it was The Last Jedi Bingo, and it was basically before the movie came out. She made a bingo chart like this, referencing things she think may happen in the new Star Wars movie. And, you know, later, after she watched it, she would X out the ones that were right, and maybe she'd get bingo. So I made a little bingo chart today about the It 2019 movie. Pretty sure it's coming out in 2019. I'm pretty sure. So I'm gonna go through my bingo list, and some of these are fun, some of these are genuinely serious and things that are concerning me. And we're gonna go through. Before I start this, spoiler warning for the book slash the new movie slash just It in general, but at this point I think everyone kind of knows what happens, kind of. Anyway, let's get into it. First thing that I think is gonna happen, and this one is one of the ones that I'm more sure of, is I think that Stan is his death, his suicide, is going to be one of the first things that happens. And why I think this is because in the first movie what happened was we had Georgie's little scene with Pennywise, and then he got taken into the sewer, and then we had the It sign coming out of the tunnel. So I think what's going to happen is the first scene is going to be very similar, where it's going to be like him and his wife, they're going to be hanging out, he's going to get a phone call, he's going to be like, and then he's going to go kill himself, his wife's going to see, and it's going to be like, ah! And then we're going to see the It that he wrote on the wall in blood, and then that's going to end up being the intro, and they're going to be like, la, 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 like the music. There's going to be a lot of kid flashbacks because they know for sure that their market for these movies is children. So they're like, oh, you like the kids that we made in put in the first movie, let's just slide them back in. Mike is going to be a farmer. I think that instead of making him a librarian, they're going to make him a farmer instead. Because they kind of took away his whole point that he's a librarian and a historian, and that was his part in the group, but for some reason they just didn't give him that and they gave it to Ben, which is racist. Sorry. I think they're gonna make him a farmer, and he's just gonna be he's gonna like catalog all the things that it did. I don't think it's gonna set place in the library. This is one that I really want to come true. Like, this is one of my hopeful ones. I think I want the 1990s kid actors to be the adults in the next movie. Now I know they look nothing like the kids, like especially Richie, but the actor could just dye his hair black. I don't know. But on the flip side of that, if that doesn't happen, I think Ben is going to be played by Chris Pratt. And also, I think that would be extra funny because Wyatt Olaf, what? I'm so sorry, my dude, I love you, but like, he played the young version of Chris Pratt's character in Guardians of the Galaxy, so I think that would be funny. I would laugh. Haha, especially if they got a picture together with Ben and it was like, I don't some funny caption that I can't think of because I'm dumb. Bill and Beverly have low-key a cheating thing. Well, it's pretty high-key. I think they have sex. I think. I haven't gotten that far into the book yet. Sorry. But I think their cheating is gonna be a lot more low-key. I don't think they're gonna do it as just like weirdly it was done in the book. I think it's gonna be like they're gonna like about to kiss, but then the rest of the group comes and or like Beverly's gonna be like, this was wrong, I shouldn't do this, you know, like that kind of thing. Or they're gonna play a Riverdale where they're like in the closet and she's like, we shouldn't do this. I think Beverly's husband is gonna be okay, because Beverly's husband in the book / the 1990s movie was very violent. Not as violent in the 1990s version, obviously, but in the book, he is like bag shit crazy. So what I think is gonna happen is he is gonna be just more like the dad. He's gonna be that very serious, very like, where are you going, Bevy? And like she's gonna be like I don't think he's gonna get like super violent with her because I liked what they did in the movie where they didn't make him like, where they didn't make the dad violent with her, and I hope they continue that with this because I don't want to see Bevy go through that, you know what I mean? I think it's gonna be so kid friendly. I think, guys, like I'm excited for the new movie, but I feel like it's gonna be such crap because I think, because all the good aspects of the 2017 movie is the children. And so when you take out the children, you just have a movie about clowns. And no one likes a movie about clowns. You only like a movie if it's clowns plus children. If it's clowns plus adults, then you're just like, these are two scary things together. But I think they're gonna try to make it as kid-friendly as possible. I think they're gonna make them like really goofy and crazy and quirky. Yeah. I think Bill will be the worst. Like, I don't like him in the book when he's an adult, to be honest. I don't even like him that much when he's a kid. Sorry, unpopular opinion, I don't really like Bill. Sorry. But I think that he's just gonna be so annoying as an adult. I think he's just gonna be the worst. I think Richie's not gonna be funny. Unless they cast an actor that is like a very absurdist comedian who can just be funny without even saying anything. I don't know how they're gonna make him funny. Because the thing about him and Richie and why he's so funny in the movie, like Finn Wolfhard, is because it's weird. Because it's a kid who's swearing like an adult. And that's why we find it funny. And that's why we find his dick jokes funny. Because it's a kid making these jokes. But when it's an adult, you're like, shut up. You know, you're annoying. And even like in the book, it's like he matures much more in that aspect. And it's more like he does the funny voices. And that's his humor. But they didn't really... So unless they do that and / they get a really absurdist comedian actor to play Richie, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be a situation. I think Eddie is gonna live with his mom. Now, why I think Eddie's gonna live with his mom is because Mira is a very obvious part of why everyone thinks Eddie is gay. Everyone thinks... Well, why Mira is a aspect in this is because he does not love her. It is very obvious he doesn't love her. I think like, I don't know, so you can go back and like read the books. I'm such a tick. The book. But it's just the way he talks about her, he does not love her. And it's very obvious that he just kind of married her because she is very similar to his mom. But the thing is I think Andy Muschietti is going to not want to make this movie queer-baited at all. I hope you're proving me wrong, Andy Muschietti, right now when you're writing this script. Anyway, But yeah, I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna make him with his mom, so they just have to, they don't even have to put that aspect of queer baiting into the movie. If they do, I'll be very mad. There's gonna be so much queer baiting. Oh my god. Like, I know I said like they're gonna remove that, but there's still gonna be like, Eddie's death is a whole queer bait in itself. And it like angers me because I'm just already imagining how terrible they're gonna make this death. And unless, because I saw this one thing online where or I saw this one Tumblr post where someone said that they heard that they might bring the kids back in the movie. Like for the 2019 version. So what I'm assuming is gonna happen is they're gonna have a lot of flashbacks, like I said earlier. They're gonna have a lot of flashbacks to like other things they did when they were all friends as a kid. But I also think a possibility will be they're gonna like have the scenes that are going on and they're gonna switch them from their adult version to their child version. And if I see a like Finn Wolfhard and Jack Dylan Grazer doing this scene, I will genuinely start bawling because they're like, okay, I'm gonna, Mike in overalls. They're ready. Ready will be real. Like, I think the most real I like absolutely need Ready to be, like the bare minimum I need of Ready is when he's like, don't call me Eds, you know I, and then offs himself, and then he gets offed, or whatever. I want it to be him saying, don't call me Eds, you know I love you. If that happened, I would be very happy. I think Benverly is gonna happen. Now, I am still not done the book. So if any older, not older, you don't have to be older to, if anyone who has read the ending, if anyone who has read all the way till the end, and they're like, aha, this silly girl, doesn't she know that like Benverly does happen / doesn't happen? I think Benverly is gonna happen because I think a lot of people really liked Benverly and really associated with Benverly, so I think they're gonna make them fall in love in the end, and I really hope they do because that will make me very happy. And I hope that Ben just beats up Tom, which is Beverly's husband. And one last one. This one is also definitely probably gonna happen, like my Stan one at the beginning. I think at the, so you know the well thingy that's in the Neibolt house basement that Pennywise lives in? I think at the beginning of the movie when someone will say something like, do you remember those bullies who bullied us? And they're gonna be like, and then someone else in the Chinese restaurant is gonna be like, yeah, what were their names again? Oh, wasn't one named Henry? And then we're gonna get a like throwaway scene, and then we're gonna get like a little scene where it's like a creepy shot of like the well, and we're gonna slowly, like the camera's gonna slowly zoom in on, like walk in onto the well, and like it's gonna be right there, and then we're gonna see a hand like shoot out of the well, and then we're gonna see two hands go on either side, and we're gonna see Henry's bloody face, and he's just gonna go like, bah. Because that's the only way you can revive him, because I know Henry is in the second chapter. I have not seen his character do anything yet, but he is there. So what I'm saying is that's the only logical way I can see him coming back. Unless, like, I don't know, Pennywise, like, floats him out of the sewer or something. Because, I'll be honest, I was really disappointed as to how the whole Henry thing went down. Like, when I saw the deleted scene, which was, we saw that in Henry's car, while he was looking at them before they went into the Neibolt house, all of his friends, he slashed their necks. Which makes sense, because that's kind of what happens. Henry is the only one that really still lives. So it's kind of, it's weird to see him be the only one that dies while all his friends live. So that's really the only thing that I can guess what happens. And then at one point they're like, he's fighting them and he's like, and I killed all my friends too. And they're like, well, what? You're so messed up. That's the only way I can imagine them reviving that. So I'm gonna put this in front. So, in a year-ish, when the new movie comes out, we can all pull up our bingo sheet and we can check at, when we're in the theater, we can check off which ones are correct and which ones aren't, and we'll see. And we'll play It Bingo. Like right at the beginning, right after Stan dies, I'm gonna be like, I got one. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below. Leave a comment telling me if you enjoyed it. Fight me in the comments section below. If you have any predictions for It 2019, also please leave those down below. I love replying to your guys' comments. They seriously make me so happy. And I'm not saying that because like every YouTuber says that. I genuinely like hearing what you guys have to say about what I'm talking about. And honestly, I forget a lot of stuff and you guys correct me in the comments, which some may identify as rude, but I identify it as helping a dum-dum. Bye everybody.